and welcome to Edinburgh. So it's not that often that I come into the city of Edinburgh, but it is a beautiful place, the capital of Scotland, and I thought I'd just take you on a little walk to explore a little bit of this area. So we're in Prince's Street, and just here is Edinburgh Castle. Let me give you a scan across and just zoom in. And it's beautiful. It's built, I think the settlements go back here over 1,000 years, and it's built on this volcanic core, this big rock. And the gardens are really beautiful. I'll just give you like a wee tour of the gardens because I'm actually heading towards a train station, which is the opposite direction, but I have a bit of time. And I'm pretty sure it was here in the early 2000s, so just over 20 years ago, that I played a gig here at the Ross Bandstand. It's either this part or the next part further down. It's one of my first YouTube videos, and YouTube has just turned 20 years old, which is so cool. And I remember uploading the video to YouTube, and I was thinking, you know, will YouTube stick around? Like, is it a safe place to store your videos? And here we are 20 years later. It's like, yeah, it's a pretty good place to put it. Yeah, I don't think it's actually here. I think it's further down. But yeah, what beautiful gardens, right? The Prince's Street Gardens. I'll probably just head up this next right. And if you haven't heard, I think there's a book and even a movie of Greyfriars Bobby, which is about a little dog. I think he was looked like a wee Westie to me, that actually jumped off the castle walls and escaped guards and mistreatment. Oh yeah, there's the Ross Bandstand down there, so that little stage area down there, back in the early 2000s, when the festival's here, which still comes every summer, towards the end of the summer, is where I played a gig in the band Fabian, F-A-B-I-E-N. And this is, oh, it's just so beautiful, isn't it? So yeah, this is Prince's Street. And it's funny, I've just recorded a whole video about spirit guides and the drive into Edinburgh to drop off my camper van, and it's funny as I walked around the corner from where I dropped it off, I passed a company which is now called Pulsant, which is the kind of newer name for a company I joined over 20 years ago that used to work with Natasha. And I just did a podcast with Natasha yesterday all about quantum reinvention and heart awakenings, open heart awakenings, which was really lovely, with Sean. It's so lovely to see the leaves coming out. But yeah, I've lived in this area most of my life, not all of my life. I moved around loads through Scotland and England as I was growing up, and then right in my childhood, and then that's continued on. But in the last 23 years, I've lived in Dunbar, so that's really close to here. It's just 25 minutes on the train. Now, if I remember this building here, it's really cool. It has like sphinx on the roof. Isn't that smart? See the sphinx up here? At least that's what they look like to me. Is this the National Gallery? Something like that. And at the end of the street is where I used to work at Amazon. Maybe I'll wave hello to people sometimes. They're outside just before the day starts. So that'd be funny to say hello. Well, let's just go and walk through here because I can. Look at these big columns. So this is the Royal Scottish Academy. So it says. So cool. Yeah, the National Gallery. And just up, let me give you a wee view of here. So just up here, this building is up on the mound. This building was the Bank of Scotland, and at the very bottom, it's built on these pillars that go deep into the ground, and it was. And we can walk along here, which is cool. It was where I used to work back in I remember 2008. I think I was there for almost 5 years, so it must have been like 2005 or 6, 2008 or 9. And I remember when we went there, this place has £1 million in cash down in the basement, and so you can go down there and visit it. And it was very strange, like drinking a beer back then I used to drink, and going downstairs and seeing this £1 million. Wasn't that large, but it was just a really strange, surreal experience. And yeah, the mound runs from the castle. So from the castle there, this kind of line of buildings that goes down is all of the buildings on the Royal Mile. So that they're like the Royal Mile's on the other side, and it's a mile that runs from Holyrood Palace up to the castle. And then up here we have the Scott Monument, and as far as I know, well, my dad told me this, like it might even say it on some of the literature, but it's made of Binnie stone or Binning stone, which I don't quite understand the significance, but yeah, the architecture is just stunning if you stop and take a look at these things. I love it when it's like foggy around here and you can just see see it like poking up out of the fog. Just stunning. And yeah, a lot of the stones stained from, I guess, what was all the soot that they had here. Yeah, Sir Walter Scott. A Gothic monument, it certainly is. That's so cool. It's interesting because also Sir Walter Scott had a holiday house in Kelso, which is right next to where Old Holiday House was. So he used to walk past it. I guess he enjoyed going fishing there and all kinds of stuff. And yeah, we're almost at the train station. So you can just see the trains. This used to be like the Castle Moat down here, so those gardens that I took you along, then the gardens along here, it's all used to be the moat for the castle, and it was kind of like a swampy area as well, but they built the train station here. And then up here is the Balmoral Hotel, and the Balmoral Hotel It's really cool because they have the clock's always 5 minutes fast on the roof, and that's to make sure that people don't miss their trains, which I think is quite funny. Yeah, many memories in this place. I feel like every time I come here, it's like a new adventure every time. There's always quite a lot of change here. So yeah, this is the Balmoral Hotel over here. And the Waverley Shopping Mall down beneath us here.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's a really funny experience. In part, like just being in crowds of people. It's not often I come into cities. I feel like a country bumpkin sometimes. And what I would say is that it's lovely to be out and about, and I'm really looking forward to my adventure. I really hope that my camper van gets fixed today. Right, so I'm just going to head across here and just see if there's anyone loitering from my old company at Amazon, and if not, I'm just going to head down to the station, find my train. And yeah, you can see this beautiful Balmoral Hotel. I've never stayed in there, but I've been in for drinks sometimes. Don't think I've ever been in for a meal or anything. But yeah, there we go. Actually, I will show you the building here. This is where I used to work. Which is so cool, right? And it used to be the old Scottish post office head office, and now it's an office for many businesses, including Amazon still have a development centre here. Great, well, thank you for watching. Hope this finds you well. Sending so much love.